Hey there. So many of you know that I just finished attending doTERRA's convention virtually, and I so hope that I can be there next year in person. It's such an amazing experience to be there live and in a big arena with lots of people that have the same views and have the same perspective. Are looking for natural solutions to support their body and looking beyond what is in mainstream media to help support and bring wellness and longevity and just better mood management, better lifestyle all around. So I do hope that I can be there. I'd love for any one of you to join me if you're interested. Reach out to me, let me know. Tickets are, pre-sale tickets are on sale today and will only be available for a couple of days at a really discounted price. But they'll go on sale again in the spring too. So think about it. It's really a fun time and I'd love to have you there and enjoying the experience with me. But anyway, I am sifting through and deciphering through 4 days of information, and I'm so excited to share it with you. So if I stop making complete sentences and I start stuttering, then that's why. It's because I'm really excited. So I'm going to try to pick and choose bits and pieces of information to share with you here live, and then also share with you hopefully via email and other places as well, so that your friends can get benefit of this as well. But the first thing today that I'm going to talk about with you is Copaiba or Copaiba oil, however you choose to say it. And one of the questions that's often asked is, what is the difference between Copaiba and CBD oil? And some people don't even realize that they are comparable. And so we were fortunate enough to have a short presentation giving some details about just this topic. And so I wanted to give you a brief, quick overview just to get you kind of in the direction of thinking that you might have Copaiba right in your collection of essential oils, and you might be thinking about wanting to incorporate it after you hear what I have to say. All right, so Copaiba works on the endocannabinoid system just as a CBD oil does. However, there are dramatic differences when you're looking at CBD oil and Copaiba oil. So there's three primary aspects that I'm going to talk about today, and they are purity, effectiveness, and then the economics of choosing between Copaiba oil and CBD oil. So first, you might not realize that Copaiba essential oil works on every single organ system and major organ in the body. So it has an impact and a positive effect on all of those organs and body systems. The other cool aspect about Copaiba oil is that it is an upregulator and a downregulator, meaning it has properties that we often attribute to adaptogenics, meaning adaptogenics come into the body, they know exactly what to do in terms of upregulating certain hormones and downregulating other hormones. So Copaiba works in much the same way with our organ systems and our major organs, in that it understands or can perceive exactly what is needed to support our particular organs and body systems, and it goes to work immediately, bringing balance and regulation to those aspects. So some of the areas that you might not realize Copaiba has an affinity for include memory and learning, brain plasticity, our stress levels, our emotions, our energy balance, our metabolism, our temperature regulation, and our perception, our sensories, digestion, motility, and fertility, addictions, and the list is long. It continues on, but these are some major areas that Copaiba oil can bring balance into your life. So I've got a couple slides here that obviously I can't show you via live, but I just want to make sure. I want to pull them up here. So there's one primary difference between Copaiba and CBD oil, and that is that Copaiba is a direct antagonist to the body systems. And what that means is that it has a direct impact. CBD oil is an indirect antagonist, meaning there needs to be a middleman. So if you think about it this way, if you're receiving takeout from someone for your dinner tonight, Copaiba oil is as if the restaurant itself is delivering your food. If you're using CBD oil, it's as if you have to contact Grubhub or Lyft or one of the other businesses to help get that food from the where it was created to you in your home. So there requires a middleman, and this is one thing that people don't often realize. And that middleman in your body may or may not be working properly or regulating properly. And so if it is in dysregulation, what you're going to see or find is greater dysregulation. And those things can go unnoticed underneath the surface because there's lots and lots and lots of enzyme activity and processes that are happening that we don't give any attention to. They're part of our autonomic systems that work to keep us alive. And so if we create dysregulation underneath the surface in areas that we can't detect, then we're actually doing more damage than good. So just for that reason alone is enough to pick Copaiba oil over a CBD oil. But when it comes to, I told you there's three factors. The first one, purity. Purity is really important no matter what we're using, right? So whether we're using tools to clean our home, food that we're eating, whatever we're exposing ourselves to, we want to make sure that it is as pure as possible. Copaiba oil is a resin oil that's tapped from trees in Brazil, in the rainforest, and the resin flows from those trees very similar to the way maple syrup runs from our maple trees. We don't get to Copaiba oil in the same way that we get to maple syrup, however, but it's an interesting, cool way that the natives of Brazil have been acquiring the Copaiba and its therapeutic benefits for a long time. So no matter how pure your CBD oil is, there will always be certain levels of THC in that CBD. And this is important to note because some people can't be exposed to THC. For example, our commercial truck drivers, they have certain requirements, and so they need to be very careful. Other people as well. So THC has also been shown in clinical studies to have a certain negative neurological effect on the body as well. And so we want to be aware of this. If we can choose a purer product overall, we want to make sure that we're doing that. And the purer product, hands down, is Copaiba oil. And then the second one is Potency. So there's absolutely no regulation on nutrition supplements. There's no regulation on essential oils. There's no regulation on CBD oil. So regardless of whether we're talking about CBD oil or if we're talking about another product such as vitamin C, we have to do our due diligence and our homework to find companies that are transparent and that we can love and respect for their commitment to purity and quality and potency. So for years now, studies have been done on certain nutrition supplements, herbal products. I remember one done long ago on echinacea, and they tested 13 different products, and 9 out of those 13 products had no echinacea in the end product whatsoever. So there's many people out there taking supplements or using oils who are thinking that they are taking a certain dosage, and they're really not getting anything other than fillers, maybe chemicals, or other products, other things that they don't need, or is not really supporting their body. So when it comes to potency, doTERRA's essential oils are actually moving into an arena in which they have made a commitment to be able to test the potency of their particular products. So there's a certain amount of, quote, milligrams of the active ingredient that we can depend on having in each drop of essential oil when we use it. And so this is a pretty exciting development and a pretty exciting direction of where doTERRA as an organization is coming from. But if you're looking at a consistent level of potency, then Copaiba can definitely deliver that. Copaiba from doTERRA can definitely deliver that, whereas your CBD oil, it can't. It's uncertain. And then finally, the effectiveness. I'm just going to circle back to that one more time, because I did speak to this when I looked at my slide and talked about the direct antagonist versus indirect antagonist. And this is really important, right? The question is, do you want to depend on the middlemans of an already dysfunctional system, meaning our bodies? Our bodies are always seeking to come into greater balance. Do we want to depend on a middleman? And I think time and again, when we depend on the middleman, we find ourselves in trouble. So the more that we can depend on the direct product, the better that is going to be. Lastly, economically, CBD oil is 30 times more expensive than Copaiba oil. Copaiba oil is $35 a bottle, wholesale. We have a brand new touch version that's coming out, which is the roller, perfectly diluted for application on the skin of our children, ourselves, and our pets. Remember, you want to look at dosages, you want to do your research, reach out if you have any questions in regards to whether you should be using it direct from the touch version or not. But we can use Copaiba oil internally, topically, and diffused, and they all provide, each one of those avenues provides a slightly different benefit to us. So again, with topical, we can get targeted use, targeted support. So whether it's after sun or other skin blemishes, we can use directly to the skin, get unbelievable support for that. We're going to see Copaiba combined with Deep Blue in our brand new Deep Blue delivery product, where it's we don't get our hands messy when we apply that Deep Blue rub. So I'm super excited. So not only is the delivery mechanism changed, but Copaiba has been added into that for added effectiveness. And then when we diffuse our essential oils, they provide a beautiful support to our nervous system. Again, they're impacting every aspect of our system, but certain delivery methods might have certain aspects that are better than others. So Copaiba, Breathe, and Lime together in your diffuser is a beautiful combination that was gifted to us during one of the talks at convention to support the respiratory system. So that can be used seasonally, it can be used preventatively, it can be used to support anyone who is struggling or having difficulty with their respiratory system. And then, of course, internally, the number one benefit that Copaiba offers is system-to-system communication, as well as a beautiful anti-inflammatory or protective support when it comes to that inflammatory response. And so, in my opinion, we should all be using Copaiba internally every day. I know I do. I take a couple of drops of Copaiba directly under my tongue in the morning from the bottle itself. I put it in my diffuser for the day with whatever else I am diffusing. And then I also take 2 of the Copaiba soft gels in the evening with 1 Serenity to help have a beautiful night's rest. One last thing that I'm going to say about Copaiba before I close is that it does have a synergistic effect with all of the other essential oils, meaning that it opens communication when you add it to a blend that you're using, and it creates it magnifies the actions that those other essential oils are providing to you. And so again, we can see it, we'll use the example of the new Deep Blue product that Copaiba oil has been added to. And in that new product, it's creating a synergy amongst all of those essential oils that make up the Deep Blue combination blend. And it's bringing synergy and increased benefit as we add it to that. So I hope this has been informative. I hope you will share with all your friends out there who are out using CBD oil, spending lots of money, or trying to find one that is safe and effective. I strongly encourage you to let them know about this video. Give them a sample of Copaiba oil. Let's help people. We all desperately need all the support and love and connection that we can get right now. So let's share Copaiba. All right, have an amazing night and take care.